Your brain is incredibly good at solving problems. But here's the strange part. The better your brain gets at thinking, analyzing, and questioning the world around you, the more likely you are to feel completely lost in it. And for a lot of smart people, that feeling has been getting stronger. Think about it for a second. You can be educated, capable, curious about the world, and still feel like you have no clear direction, no certainty, no solid ground. Meanwhile, you look around and see other people who seem perfectly confident about their lives. They know what career they want. They know what they believe. They know where they're going. And you start wondering, why does everyone else seem so sure, while I feel more confused the more I think? Now here's the thing. Psychologists have noticed a fascinating pattern. The more someone reflects, analyzes, and questions their environment, the harder it can become for them to feel certain about their place in it. And this is where things get interesting. One reason for this comes from something psychologists sometimes refer to as cognitive complexity. People with more complex thinking patterns tend to see more possibilities, more perspectives, and more potential outcomes in any situation. At first, that sounds like an advantage, but your brain doesn't experience it that way, because every additional possibility also creates another layer of uncertainty. Where someone else might see one clear path, your mind sees 10 different directions, and each one comes with its own risks, consequences, and trade-offs. So instead of feeling confident about a decision, your brain starts running simulations. What if I choose the wrong career? What if I move to the wrong city? What if I'm wasting years chasing the wrong thing? Your mind keeps analyzing, and analyzing, and analyzing. And eventually the question stops being, what should I do? It becomes something deeper. Do I even know what I want? Modern life makes this even more complicated. Because today, especially in the United States, people are surrounded by an overwhelming number of life choices. Careers, cities, relationships, lifestyles, identities. You're constantly exposed to other people's lives through social media, podcasts, YouTube, and endless online advice. Everywhere you look, someone seems to have figured things out. Someone is starting a business. Someone is traveling the world. Someone is building the perfect life. But here's the part most people don't talk about. The more information your brain absorbs about all these possibilities, the harder it becomes to commit to just one path. Psychologists sometimes call this the paradox of choice. When your brain has too many options, it doesn't feel free, it feels overwhelmed, and people who think deeply tend to experience this even more intensely. But here's the insight many people eventually realize. Because once you start noticing the complexity of life, is often the uncertainty, the trade-offs, the hidden pressures, in many cases, you can't go back to seeing the world in simple black and white terms. And sometimes, what feels like being lost is actually the beginning of understanding yourself. If you're curious about how the mind really works, consider subscribing for more videos like this.